For more than a century of recorded history, daredevils have sought to make names for themselves by surviving the plunge over Niagara Falls. The subject of our next play, Roger Woodard, was the first to survive that drop without protection. Accompanied in this miraculous feat by his older sister, Deanne Woodard, and their family friend, James Honeycutt. Please enjoy Point of No Return by Brook North.
Did you ever have one of those days? A beautiful day.
A beautiful day. A bright, sunny day.
And everything was going well until something went wrong. Maybe just a bit, but then
something else goes wrong. And then another.
Until everything is unraveling.
Everything is going wrong until you reach that point.
The point of no return.
The point where everything is going over the edge. And things might shatter into a million pieces or float on a cloud. But no matter what happens, everything will be changed.
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 July 9th, 1960. That was the day it happened for me, James Honeycutt.
For me, Deanne Woodward. For me, Roger Woodward.
July 9th, 1960.
It's my birthday!
Hey, happy birthday!
I'm turning 17. I'm practically an adult now. We should do something.
We are doing something.
What are we doing?
We're in a boat.
We are? A boat?
Yes, we're in a boat.
For my birthday. I've never been in a boat before.
I know. And your mother made me promise to make sure that you wore a life jacket.
I've been in a boat before. I can swim. I can't swim. Well, that's why you have to wear a life jacket. I don't want to wear a life jacket. I don't have to wear a life jacket because I'm all grown up now. You're only 7. I want to be like my sister.
I promised your mother.
You're not my dad.
I promised your father, too.
Yeah, kid. Why didn't Dad come, Mr. Jim?
Because there's not enough room in the boat. It's only 12 feet long.
That motor doesn't look like much.
Oh, it's strong enough. It's a small boat.
Can it go fast? I want it to go fast.
It can go pretty fast. Watch.
Oh! That's fun! Oh, the wind in my hair makes me feel like Elizabeth Taylor. Go faster.
That's about as fast as it can go. The engine's not that strong.
Where are we going?
Just down to that bridge, the Grand Island Bridge.
Are you sure it's safe?
Sure. The falls are another couple of miles downriver.
I can hear them.
Just a bit.
Can we go further?
Just a little bit further. It's such a nice day.
It is a nice day. The water is so calm. Oh, but the current is fast.
Oh, the engine's strong enough. We'll turn around soon.
Look at the gulls. Oh, they're rising up into the air. What were they standing on?
A sandbar. We'd better turn around.
And then it happened. Something went wrong.
A beautiful day.
We hit a rock, or maybe a sandbar.
Or maybe the shear pin broke.
Stories differ.
The engine's not working. Something's wrong.
Are we in trouble? The current's really strong. There's no anchor.
I've got oars.
I want to go home. Oh, that sound is getting louder. We're still going backwards. That sound is getting really loud.
I'm not strong enough.
The water
Deanne, put on the life vest.
Well, there's only one left.
Put on the life vest.
Oh, I'm putting it on. Oh, it's really getting loud.
The current's too strong. I'm going to turn us up into the rapids here. We're going to head for that island.
The water looks really white.
Hold on.
I don't want to die. I'm only a kid.
We're going to be okay. I'm going to get us to that island.
It's so loud.
Hang on.
And then it happened. That was it.
We reached that point.
The point of no return. The point where nothing is going back to the way it was.
The boat capsized.
We all went into the water.
Into the rapids.
We might make it to the island. We might not. And if we don't?
We're going over.
But no matter what happens, it's not just a sunny day anymore. Everything was unraveling.
Nothing will be the same.
I can still smell the water when I remember.
You remember? I don't remember. I'm here.
I remember too. The rapids. I remember the rapids. I remember being in the water.
I'm in the air.
And then I would slam into a rock and I was back underwater again. And up. Because of the vest. Because of the vest.
There are only 2 vests. I need to keep the kids safe.
I can swim, but the shore was so far. It was so hard. I remember seeing people on the shoreline. I was calling to them. I couldn't understand why they weren't helping me.
I have to keep Roger safe. Where is he? I lost him in the rapids. Water, air, rocks, water again.
They were trying to help me. A man raced ahead of the shore ahead of me. He climbed over the railing. He reached out to me. I remember in water, looking across the gorge. I remember seeing the tops of buildings and knowing there was a bottom to them.
I have to struggle for air. I need to keep Roger and Deanne safe.
I was so tired. I wanted to give up, but I heard him. Kick, girl. Kick your feet and come to me. The roar of the falls was so loud, but I heard him. I reached out. The water became very calm. The current was still strong, but the rocks were gone. I realized no one was coming to save me. I couldn't save myself. I didn't know how. I let go. I thought about my dog. I thought about what few toys I had. I wondered what they would do with all my toys, and I thought about my mom and dad and how sad they were going to be.
I'm thinking about my wife, Louise, and my children, Joan, Elwood, Mac, Phyllis, Ruby, Evelyn, and little Caleb. What will they do without me? I'm thinking about my home in Raleigh. Will I ever see my home again?
I caught his thumb. He grabbed me and I held on. Another man climbed over to help him. They pulled me out 25 feet from the edge of Niagara Falls. I didn't have any sensation of falling. My stomach didn't drop. I was in a cloud surrounded by mist.
I strike the rocks and everything shatters. I'm underwater. It's dark.
I don't remember hitting the surface. All I remember was being on the surface. And because of the life vest, and I saw a boat through the mist. And they threw me a life ring, and I had survived. Me, a 7-year-old boy, the first person to ever go over the edge of Niagara Falls without protection and survive. It was a miracle. There were so many reporters. There were so many questions. There were too many questions. Our family left Niagara. We moved to Florida. My mom told me not to talk about it, to just move on. My sister and I didn't talk about it again until more than 30 years later.
They found my body 4 days later. My wife and brother-in-law drove all through the night from Raleigh after they got the call. I worked as a contractor for the hydroelectric project, so I lived in Raleigh. They brought my body back that week.
I grew up and married. I still live in Florida. I grew up and married too. Despite what you might think, I don't have a fear of water. I became a certified diver with the Navy. I live in Alabama now with my wife.
They brought me home to Raleigh. And to Oakwood Cemetery, I died, but those two kids survived.
Sometimes everything seems calm. The water is still, the weather is good. But then something happens. Things begin to unravel. You lose control.
And things reach that point, the point of no return, and everything changes.
And maybe you work and you fight and you struggle and you manage to get out safely with the help of others. Or maybe the forces are too powerful. They overwhelm you. And you just have to let go and hope for the best. Things might work out.
Or maybe things don't. You just have to try your hardest and do your best. Because even if you feel overwhelmed, and even if things break into a million pieces, if you can save just one other person, maybe that's enough.